Welcome to The Secret Place with Steffa, Bennett, devotions for hungry hearts and searching souls.
Hey there, welcome back. This is Steffa in The Secret Place. So glad you're here. Today I'm reading again from Henri Nouwen, a book called Here and Now. I love this book. I told you about it a few weeks ago. It's really nourishing my soul, and I'm going to read you a paragraph. Hopefully it'll nourish your soul as well, and then we'll talk about it, okay? And don't forget to comment, question, or add your good insight, okay? I love hearing it. Anyway, this is all about living in the present. And Nouwen. I can make mistakes on this. I don't do a lot of editing. What can I say? I'm a regular person. To pray is to move to the center of all life and all love. The closer I come to the hub of life, the closer I come to all that receives its strength and energy from there. My tendency is to get so distracted by the diversity of the many spokes of life that I am busy, but not truly life-giving. All over the place, but not focused. By directing my attention to the heart of life, I am connected with its rich variety while remaining centered. What does the hub represent? I think of it as my own heart, the heart of God and the heart of the world. When I pray, I enter into the depth of my own heart and find there the heart of God, who speaks to me of love. And I recognize right there the place where all of my sisters and brothers are in communion with one another. The great paradox of the spiritual life is, indeed, that the most personal is the most universal, that the most intimate is the most communal, and that the most contemplative is the most active. The wagon wheel shows that the hub is the center of all energy and movement, even when it often seems not to be moving at all. In God, all action and all rest are one. So too in prayer. Thank you, Henri Nouwen. I think I stumbled on his name because sometimes I call him by his French pronunciation, right? Henri Nouwen, and other times just say Henri Nouwen. People say it both ways. What do you think of that? That whole idea of the hub of life and the spokes. Such a good picture, isn't it? One of the quotes that he is so known for is that the most personal in our lives is the most universal. And I wonder if you think that's true. I do. I think that when we share something personal, even if our friend or neighbor or family member doesn't have the same thing in common with us, the same thing didn't happen, the feelings, the things that go with it are the same, whether it's a feeling of loss or sheer joy, whether it's frustration and anger or angst, or happiness and moving in creativity and accomplishment. These things are all parts of our life that to one degree or the other mean a great deal to each of us as human. It's universal. We all want to be happy. We all do experience loss. We all do want to achieve success when we're going for a goal, right? We don't go for a goal thinking, I really don't want to do this. I really don't want to do this. No, we want to achieve success. We want to meet our goal, right? Well, he applies this whole idea to the Lord and how we can really find a more centered place in our lives by looking at our heart, paying attention to the heart of life, which he includes as his own heart and the heart of God and the heart of the world. So leaving nothing out. I think that bespeaks communion. Something that we don't always experience. I don't always experience, but that sense of togethering or one anothering, as my friend John Zenz loves to call it, one anothering that allows us to be in relationship with one another that is more than an intellectual knowledge of, yes, that's my friend and we like to pal around. But that there's something more going on. There's something going on where we actually, it's hard to talk about because it sounds goofy or it sounds unrealistic if you've never experienced it, but something that is inexplicably real, where you sense the other and you sense there's like a unitive kind of sense with that person. It doesn't have to be someone, I mean, you know, husbands and wives are supposed to feel that oneness. We talk about it in our marriage vows, right? And the Bible talks about being one, husbands and wives being one. But the Bible also talks about the oneness of the fellowship with God and the fellowship with each other. I'm thinking of, I love the passage from Philippians 2 in the beginning of that chapter where Paul's talking about, he's admonishing those young believers in Philippi, right? And he's saying, you know, if you have any of these good things, any of these values, any fellowship, any fellowship with the Lord, make my joy complete by being one, by being of the same accord, one purpose, one love, one spirit. And so he's alluding to a kind of like what I call fellowship, and many people I know call fellowship, but another word for that is close connection / communion, a place where we can experience, as Nouwen says, the heart of God. We can experience what it means to be in the heart of God and be with the heart of each other. So I just like to say thank you for listening and tuning in. I hope that you come back really soon. And goodbye for now. Have a great week. This is Steffa in The Secret Place.
Breathe, listen, and receive. Take a moment to soak it all in. Until next time.